In this context, I would like to invite Mr. Nilesh Desai, who describes himself as who eats MSME, drinks MSME, sleeps MSME, thinks MSME. I invite Mr. Nilesh Desai, our mentor to our many of consultants, and who works a lot in reviving sick MSME units. Big round of applause to Mr. Nilesh Desai.
Good afternoon, everybody. See, many speakers before me have talked about finance. They have talked about how to grow 10x business. But many aspiring entrepreneurs would definitely like to understand the mechanism of how to increase their operational efficiency. Mr. Murthy talked about 10x growth. See, operational efficiency for MSME is today's topic. What every entrepreneur wants: higher profit, more profitable customers, better quality product at lowest possible cost, and higher market share. Do you agree with me? Today I am going to talk to you on improving your operational efficiency for young entrepreneurs. Operational efficiency is a ratio of input to output. What is input? Input consists of raw material, labor, power, and many such components. What is the output? Is your final cost customer is willing to pay. That is the cost where the price will be determined. So this is the chart. Now it is for every entrepreneur to optimize his input, as he does not have any control over selling price. Because because of domestic and international competition, you cannot increase your sell price as and when you want, because you are always under continuous pressure by your competitors, both domestically or internationally. So option left out with any entrepreneur is to reduce cost ruthlessly. Mr. Murthy also talked about reducing cost by increasing the automation and things like that. I'll also cover that in latter part. During my 40 years experience as an entrepreneur, I was always stuck up how to achieve this. So we have developed a free software tool known as Babaji, a business analytics, business augmentation growth information system, which will analyze balance sheet and profit and loss statement. This is free of cost. That can do it without sharing his data. That also can be done. You don't have to share your balance sheet with us. You can do it your place. He will be able to complete his own compare his own performance. He has got 2 or more years balance sheet. Most of entrepreneurs do really try to work hard, but most of the decisions are on his gut feeling basis and many times ad hoc. Once these ratios are in front of him, more particularly operational ratio, which will be in 30 to 40 numbers, where every expense is divided by sales in that particular year. Many entrepreneurs say, this year my turnover is 1 crore, my raw material cost is 50 lakhs. Next year he says my turnover is 1.5 crore, but my input cost, raw material cost has gone to 90 lakhs. He compares that way, but if you divide that by your sales, you will be able to really understand where your pain point is. Once he compares this, he will be able to ask why, which can be a starting point to optimize use of all available resources, thus creating opportunities to reallocate his resources, thus making better profit per sales. But when entrepreneurs has taken a bank loan, both for working capital and term loan, he has to satisfy bank's condition, also like current ratio, debt coverage ratio, many more per his own projection given to bank in CMA data. Whenever you go for a bank loan or something, you will have to give a CMA data. So you will have to perform according to that. Now question rises in mind, whether as an entrepreneur I am more worried about profit or return on investment. Many of the young entrepreneurs, they do not know what is the return on investment. I made 5 lakhs, I made 10 lakhs. But what is the investment he has made? And this is the question I have debated myself for 30, 35 years. Both are to be finely balanced, and all 50 to ratio has got complex relation with each other. You cannot tinker this with that, because it has a complex relation. Today, as young aspiring entrepreneurs with higher education level and more digitally adaptable, you have great opportunity front of you. Like my banker's friend as well as Mr. Murthy has said, you have got a great opportunity for starting a new business. As both in manufacturing companies or service industry, we have started a new service. That was Babaji. We have started a new service known as Impulse. As both in manufacturing companies or service industry, when we hire any employee, we look into their hard skill. But when, as more employees join, their soft skill becomes very critical. This is consists of about 10: emotional intelligence, leadership, analytical and qualitative skills, curiosity and learning desire, contextualization, the big picture, as somebody said, big picture has to be in front of you. You are a dreamer of starting new this thing. Positive attitude, problem solving skill and creativity, teamwork, performance under pressure and communication. These are all will become critical once your team develops further or your workers increases. And depending on mix of both, performance or productivity of unit depends, and hence it becomes more critical for any entrepreneur to optimize their manpower engagement for better teamwork, interpersonal relations, better quality and innovations. Kaizen in Japan is this thing, and reducing production jerk. 90% of our workforce is migrant, whether they are migrated from Bihar, UP, or they are migrated from smaller towns of Telangana or Andhra. So they have got a typical festival seasons when they would like to go back. That time if we commit production hike or production as usual, you will be creating a situation to displease your customer. So these are the challenges. Toward this, we have developed Impulse, where we have measured the changes in soft skill and hard skill every quarter and feedback to entrepreneurs so he can have a hard look to data such generated, and he can move from gut feeling based to data-driven team making. This is very useful. This is very required, as Mr. Murthy also said. We will have to go slowly from gut feeling based to data-driven. Today, for older MSMEs have got lot of data, which is unstructured, and lot of insights can be obtained. From your sales, which is invoiced, you can find out many customers' behaviors. Also, you can find out repeat customer, less frequent customer who can give you a referral. Customer referral is also a very big input for getting another customer. So if you take data for 3 to 10 years, you will get new strategy for marketing. This is unstructured data type. Similarly, you can also do similar analysis for quotations. You give many quotations. You can get your strike rate. We have given 10 quotations and you got only one order. So that strike rate, you will give you insights how you can change your pricing strategy or whatever else can be done. So that out of 10, you get 2 or 3. Similarly, you can also analyze your suppliers, A-grade suppliers, troublemaker suppliers, and many such things. Many data which you generate can be analyzed by improving your performance, profit, and value. This is a picture where knowledge is lying in your organization in the way it is lying, and then some experienced mentor can connect dots, and because of this, some performance improvement will come. But the same dots, creative entrepreneur will draw a picture like this. And each dot, there are 27 dots, and this is important for all MSME: customer, vendor, talent, probability, profit, value, attrition, finance, accounts, budget, leadership, and brainstorming. communication, attitude, crisis management, cost efficiency, adoption of digital transformation, health, safety, efficiency, data management, infrastructure, change management, investors and bank relation, and predictive analysis. These all 27 dots are covered here, 25 dots are covered here, with each connected to MSME. All these points are not linked, and entrepreneur has to keep all these points in sync. Hence, he or she hires experienced people so that some linkage can be there between all these points and further strengthen the course of action. But still, as is seen in the picture, experienced people are able to connect according to their expertise. And still there are gaps in connecting. Thus, when creativity comes in picture, with little additional knowledge in different sectors, apart from their own stream, hence a complete picture becomes out of which all dots, department connected. This is the important for an organization to grow sustainably with clear vision and mission in mind to achieve their target and reach the new heights in future. Today, the companies which complete the whole picture are reaching new heights, as Mr. Murthy suggested, for 10x growth. Today, 10x growth has become a buzzword, and it is possible. Also, balance is required so that final picture looks good. So thank you.